Hey everyone, Brian Pintar here with your weekly market update. Biggest questions I get this week, there's basically two of them. One is if the US produces so much oil, why are oil prices or gas prices so high in the US? That answer is really simple. US is traded on oil is traded on a global scale. So even though the US produces probably, if not the one of the largest producers of oil in the world, the oil companies sell to the highest bidder. So because we're selling to the highest bidder across the world, the global oil prices are already set. So even if we wanted to sell it or keep it in the US would have to bid on that, which is probably going to be, which would be the oil companies are going to sell to them if it's the highest price. So the other question I have or I get is mortgage rates. Mortgage rates haven't dropped. The market's gone up a lot, but mortgage rates haven't really gone down that much. Even though the yield on the 10 years come down a little bit and mortgage backed securities have gone up, the reason why is because there's so much volatility. So, volatility is the enemy of a mortgage company. And what that means is when a mortgage bank, Luminate, for example, locks in a client's loan, locks in their interest rate, let's say for 30 days, that interest rate for the client's locked. But our loan is never locked until we actually deliver that loan on the secondary market. So if we do $1 billion in loans 1 month and we have to deliver all those $1 billion in 30, 45 days, and the market moves significantly, mortgage companies would have the risk of going out of business if they're not locking because their loans aren't locked. So they have to keep rates higher to hedge against all the volatility in the market. So, for example, the Strait's been open and closed, and the war has been over and won. We've had a ceasefire and not a ceasefire, all within a 2-3 week period, and it changes by the hour. And that hour and changing changes interest rates. But the reason they stay higher is because of the volatility. And we do not deliver, or we didn't, our loan, the bank's loan is not locked until it's delivered on the secondary market, even though the client's loan is locked. So, anyways, hope that helps. Check out the email below. If you're seeing us on YouTube, in the comments section below, there's a P&L loan available. And yeah, call me with any questions. Hope you have a great day.